Hello and welcome everybody, welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's okay. It's been an absolutely glorious weekend for me and I hope it's been fantastic for you. It's been hot and sunny. I've caught the sun, definitely. And I've also got the rig up and running. And I did exactly what I do every time I play with the rig. And that is I took it all apart again and did it all again. So, hopefully you'll see the benefits of that tonight. There will be some changes in the visuals. So let me talk you through that. Well, first let's do our regular usual thing that we have to do. Over that way, you can see I'm sponsored by GT Amiga, and I just need to do my due diligence bit with a little bit of promotion of the company that supports me. So I own a GT Prime, a GT Amiga Prime rig, and it looks something like this. And there we have it, folks. Well, those modifications that we've put in place today, those changes to the rigs, I've now got 4 screens, which we knew about yesterday, but we also have a new foot cam. So I've moved the screen about. We've got the chat box back. That's up there. A lot of people have been asking for that for the last couple of days. More people on Twitch. Funny that there aren't anybody on Twitch now waiting, but hey ho, we'll wait for them to come along. We've got foot cam over there, and as you can see, I've zoomed it onto the 2 feet that really matter, and I've put the Make-A-Wish stuff over there as well. So hopefully you'll be able to clock that and see that that total is moving along slowly, which is great to see. It's growing, and hopefully now, as people chat and say hello, we'll see that chat box moving. I hope it's going to move nicely with any chat on Twitch or on YouTube. So it should be linked to both, and we should be able to go from there. Events for today, we are going to be, I just need to say, and I keep forgetting to do that, GT Amiga, if you're going to purchase anything from GT Amiga, please don't forget my code is Widow, my affiliate code WIDDOW. You can use that to get 5% discount on any item you purchase, unless something is already on offer, of course, and then you won't be able to. So it's Time Trial Sunday, Sirocco GT4. It's 8:30. We're going to get into this very quickly, I think. I can't think of much else to do as a warm-up other than give it a whirl and get stuck straight in. So if everybody's happy with that, and I know there's only 3 of you here, but we'll dive straight in, and you'll hopefully see I've moved things around so that we can still see everything that people want to see. But let's see what we can do, and let's see where we can go. So into the sports section. I wonder if people are doing the old sport races today. Is there one today? Is there one? 15th to the 5th. What date is it today? It's the 12th. So that's the next round. I guess there was probably one today or yesterday. Anyway. So I've actually got a keyboard here now, so if I've got any technical troubles on the other side of things, I can actually look it up here. We're going to rent a car to start with, as we always do. Let's have a look at who's done what. Good evening, Brenton. How are you? Are you well? It's going to be middle of the night for you, I get that. You feeling better? Hope you are. And there we go. Chat comes up on the screen as well now. Awesome. Yeah, that's working quite nicely. Happy days. You did about an hour and got the gold time. Well, let's have a look. What is the gold today? The gold's a 129.978. It's moved a little bit from yesterday, hasn't it? 129.978. So there we go. Turbo Tom's just slid in there, I believe. Turbo Tom, he's got a 975. So it's the same as yesterday. Okay. I remember it being a little different, but maybe it was the day before when I looked. Let's have a look. Who have we got? Az is in there, 28th. Kev's in there. Gibfish, Az, Binder. Seb's there from the 420 crew. Black Mamba. Haven't seen Black Mamba for a while. You got 29.5. Who Flung Poo? One of the best names in the game. Nubian King. Up-Tempo Robin. There's a classic name. Olive. As always, there's Brenton. And 129.5. Super Stuper. 420 Motorsports in as well. Mr. McFarland. Slippery's there. BBR Ian. Froggy. JB at 129. Big Popper in on a 128.8. Scampy's getting quicker, Scamps, do you know? He's proper getting quick. Rapids up there, and then Cavs, but no Sam. A 127.9. So where do we think we can get? Well, we're going to always start off by getting gold, so that's where we've got to hit. So let's rent that car. What colour? We'll go grey, like a Nardo. Let's go and start with the ProSef. If anybody... Oh, what we're going to go settings. I do notice my monitor heights have changed with stripping everything apart today. I've done all the cabling and the wire. 29.5. We'll see how fast I can go. I don't think I'll be up there knocking the top off. So assist, traction control 1, weak ABS. I'm going to turn ASM off and counter steer off to start with. And then we'll see. The last time we were here, we were using a Mustang that was extremely slippery and extremely dicey. This is going to be front wheel drive. That's kind of my favourite stable. Don't think they'll do a 126. We didn't actually look, did we? We didn't actually look what the fast boys are doing. 127.3. None of the regular guys up there. I mean, there are some of the regular names, but none of the big boys, the big shooters. Tidgeney's up there. We used Tidgeney's video last time, didn't we? We finished 67th in the last time trial, so let's see how we can do. No assists on at this time, it's front wheel drive. Just the traction control. There's no brake balance adjust. Straddle that sausage. Find out where the braking point is to start with. Yeah, no need to tell me what we need to do, sir. I'll find out as we go. I'll work it out. Yeah, I don't watch anybody's until I need to. I like to go about half an hour, 45 minutes before I take any tips or guidance. There's no point me doing it if everybody's going to tell me how to do it. I'll learn a lot more if I actually crack on and have a go myself. That's the difficulty about it. I know a lot of people are dead keen to pass on their expertise. I just need to find it. There's so many times I get told what to do and I just don't understand. It doesn't go into my brain from the spoken word or the text word. So what I like to do is just try and find my way for a little bit. Try and find what I need to do. And then if I really am struggling, I'll seek help. Tidgeney was the one I watched last week that gave me the tip. Oh, we rolled straight off there, didn't we? And it's about the coast. So I tried to coast that corner then and that didn't work. Mr. Lofthouse, welcome, welcome. How are you doing, Azert? I hope you've had a fantastic weekend fishing in the hot, hot sun. It won't cut into that corner, will it? Good evening, Scampster. How are you, buddy? Done it again. Just going for that coast or not applying power and the front end just slides away. Lots of fish again. Awesome. Fish must be up and feeding in the warm water. Good evening, Mr. NW. All the fives. Be glad to say this. Didn't watch the Eurovision. I'd probably get more votes than our Eurovision entrance did. Does the chat on screen suit everybody's? Absolutely not a problem, Mr. NW. That was a freebie. I do need to put some effort into the YouTube videos for members again. I haven't done any for a couple of weeks, so I've been a little busy. I usually love Eurovision. It normally is a great Saturday night on. I know I can't particularly drink anymore, but I used to really enjoy it. Super duper. Hope the chat messages are there and you can read them and see them, and they're not too small. Chat will come through from both Twitch and YouTube, and it will also relay to both Twitch and YouTube into both chat messages. So it's in 3 places now. I give away 10 free memberships a month, and the most people that come, the more people that come get a free membership. So if you're here every night, you can get the ability to check out and see and go and watch all those members' videos that are there. There are some members' videos that if you've never been in the members area, you'll have never seen them. Oh, Neil's back this week. Excellent. I don't mind a front-wheel drive car at all. Got a real good shoot up there. Now at this moment in time, I'm not feeling that any assist would really give me any benefit or bonus. So let's see if we can slide up here somewhere. Made a little bit of a gain there, didn't we, because of that curb. Ooh, missed the apex. Brake just a wee bit too late. Hey Poet, welcome back. And I believe in the US it's Mothering Sunday, so It's Mother's Day weekend, so if there are any mothers out there watching, listening, partaking, I hope you have a fantastic day, and Mother's Day is everything it should be for you. It isn't here. We've had our Mother's Day. That was back in, I think it was March. Our next one's Father's Day fairly soon. So 130.5, we're just outside the gold at this point. I just tried to coast it again and it didn't work. Just trying to work out what's a happy as. That one's left me thinking, scratching my head. Oh, I was reading the chat. It's a happy Zoe day here for me and Gem. Okay. Who's Zoe then, mate? Oh, dirty tyres. Did we get a white top? We went red because we cut that corner, didn't we? No drama. We use this to... oh, front end's gone. What's the optimal there at the bottom? I can't read it. 30.053, same as the time. Yeah, okay. Gem's sister passed away 7 years today. Well, my commiserations to you, pal. To you and Gemma. I hope the day hasn't been too terrible and you're remembering her for all the right reasons. Right, I need to really smooth these laps up a bit. Get the car slowed down so we can get the car accelerating out the corners. Now, I haven't worked out if it's a short shifter. I don't believe it is. It doesn't like the front wheels locking up, that's for sure. Lost a bit of time cutting into there, didn't we? Dropping it down to third. I think we need to keep it in fourth through there. Probably cut in a bit early to that apex. Probably need to leave it a bit later. Try and take a deeper cut through there. And I'm going to try and straddle that corner very soon. See if we can cut it a bit. There was the coast working effectively again. And we lost a bit of time through there, but... All the 5s on the screen there. Will this drop us into gold? There we go, gold. It's going to coast better into that corner, I think, rather than breaking into it. So if I brake that little bit earlier and let it coast in, it might actually go into turn 1 a little bit better. We're there. Thank you, poet. We lost a little bit there, breaking into there. I want to hit that full chat. Cut that too early. Yeah. Got to keep tyres on the red and white. You can't put tyres on the green. Optimal is the fastest. Okay, let's see where we go. Gonna brake just a fraction earlier this time. We went blue earlier, didn't we? Yeah, you got to let the car roll into the corner, but then we lost that time. That was interesting. We seem to lose time with the gear change. Oh, there needs to be an element of breakage there. Down to third gear for that corner. Fourth wouldn't take it. This one takes fourth. We're hitting that gear coming out of there in second, but it feels it needs a bit of second to pep it up. Oh, we've hit the wall straight away. That's going to be a red lap. Yeah, I cut that far too fine, didn't I? Let it coast in on the... Maybe we need to come into there in third. I can see a fair bit of time in this. I'm making enough mistakes at the moment, but there's definitely gains to be had. Sounded like a bit of backfire then as we got in. Ooh, we cut that too early and hit that bounce, didn't we? I noticed the chat messages are going over the time. What should we do? Shall we? Let's just have a quick pause. Just bear with me, folks, while I fix that. I didn't realise that would be cutting over there quite so much. We could probably just yeah, that's probably about right. Probably about right. It's not all over the screen, is it? But it's there, it can be read. It could go the other side of the screen, couldn't it? Above the Make-A-Wish bit. I didn't know what was going to come up there in the chat. It could go over there if we want it to balance it up. What's your opinion, folks? Should we move the chat over onto the other side, or is it fine where it is? Gonna try third gear in, third gear out. Oh, we need second gear in the middle of there, don't we? It'd be different where the chat needs to go depending on what event I'm doing. So if I'm doing, for example, the human comedy, and it was over on the left hand side, it'd be clashing with the lap times, wouldn't it? Oh, we've dipped out wide there. Come around there as quick as we can go in fourth. I do expect Sam, who has not shown his nose on the lap time chart yet, I do expect him to be in the background somewhere, smashing away and getting straight up the top. But let's see if we can fend him off. I'm gonna go and turn that traction control off soon, I think. See if we can stop the car losing some forward momentum out of corners. We gained a little bit, but lost more with checking the brake pedal. I just tapped it a little bit. Ah, I've just cut that apex. I didn't mean to dive in quite so early. That was a shame. No real grunt in third to come out of there, is there? So it's got to be second out of that corner. It's got to be second out of turn one as well, with traction control the way it is, by the way. That stab down a third gear really didn't help me, did it? That lap was a decent one. That setting sun is absolutely tremendous. Well done, GT7. That sunset was picturesque. all the twos, and we're losing time here. Oh, don't do it to me. You'll break my heart. There we go. 1:29.3. Now we were a bit slow around here on that last lap, so we should be able to gain a little bit. I did that check down to third again, but that worked out because it was better than the last lap. Got a bit wide out of there that time. Are we going to gain back up the hill? We are. Now what I did last time was I went a little bit wider into this braking area here. Allowed the car to run in. It opens up that exit a little bit better. But I was much quicker around here last time, so see if we can... Oh, look at that. Look how much slower I am. Using third gear just to check up the car. Oh, big gains. We're not going to see ourselves in the 28s yet, but it's on its way. Thank you, miss. Or should I say, ma'am? I appreciate the cheering support. Oh, I missed the apex. I was looking at the chat. What have we done there? 16 laps. We're on 16 laps. I'm kind of guessing we're not into the friends list top 10 yet. The friends list top 10 is getting really competitive. So I'm pleased to say Scampy does seem to find himself tucked in the top there quite a bit. So let's just see where we can work it out then. We've got a little bit of gains in turn 1 to find. Braking on the end of that sand. Let the car roll in a little bit. Let it coast and roll. Early change up to third is beneficial. This is a third gear corner. Let the car roll in. Accelerate as early as you can. I get this down to third, but I'm not going to this time. I'm going to keep it in fourth, and there's big gains there. Look at that. There we go. That's a quicker way to take that corner. We'll leave this one in fourth as well. Really get into the apex and see if we can push it out. There we go. Fourth gear for that one. Yeah, they are fun. I 100% agree with Mr. Scamster. They are the highlight of the week, except when they're VGT. The VGT ones are a masterclass on their own. So I can gain in the first half of the circuit, but the second half of the circuit is a challenge for me at the moment. Oh yeah, we're going to make a gain here. 29.66, almost touching the 8s. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Back on the throttle. Yeah, we need to ditch that traction, don't we? We need to see how much traction really is hampering our abilities. 28,982 on the optimal now. Yeah, it is a decent time. Decent time. I don't feel the back end is stepping out at all. And it shouldn't do with a front wheel drive car, but a front wheel drive car can sometimes be susceptible to what they call turning oversteer, or turning understeer, sorry. You tap the brakes while you're turning in and the back end come round and it can get a little bit snappy, but this car doesn't seem to do that, which is good. It's pretty well set up to start with, I think, on these racing hard tyres. Ah, sunset. If you roll long enough, does it go dark? Or is it a sunrise? I feel the need for third coming out of that final corner. Yeah, GR3 can be a little bit touchy. That's what it's going to be like for Monza Tuesday night for me. The car can be really quite twitchy and unstable. Tyre choice is going to be key, and then making the tyre wear last in the heat of the day. That's going to be a real trick at Monza. Car just slid through the apex there. I couldn't hold it in third. Oh, we rolled a tyre just outside the edge. Right, I'm going to call it there for now. A 29,066. We haven't touched the 28. So, 41 miles. We get a 4-star ticket, which is better than the 3 from yesterday. And we're just going to save that replay. We're in the top 3,000. Which is alright, isn't it? 1.96. So we're in the 11th, just behind JB. And with that, I'm just going to share something with you. I did talk about yesterday the Widdowmaker mugs. Genuine number 1 and number 2. And just here, we do have the first of the Widdowmaker mugs arrived. There is something on the back. So we do have some raffle prizes. These are the first of the sample ones that are potential new merchy items. I say new merch items. I've never done merch before, so they're potentially the first merch items that could be. So they're just samples. I've tried to do them on the old online thingy and see what they come like. I feel I need a solid colour rather than the white background. Yeah, did you like that? I thought that was class. I was sat doing it thinking, there we go. So there's a black one as well as the red one, so there's a black one there which kind of just disappears. I couldn't get the Widdowmaker logo on there, so you can see it should be there on the helmet of the racer, and then of course Holy Chipotle on the back. No worries, Mariana. The Audi R1811, is that the tune for Le Mans? A 700 pp one. Welcome to the channel, Mariana. Is that a 700 pp tune? Yeah, so those mugs, GR1 900. Okay, happy days. Nicely. So yeah, those mugs will be first given away on the Make-A-Wish bits and piece. Now, funny you should talk about plant pots, Mr. Neil. I happen to work for a company that makes plant pots now, so there could be something there. Yeah, it's a great question, and it's interesting. Yeah, I work for a company called the British. Well, I don't work for that company. My company I work for half owns the British Plant Pot Company. Believe it or not. Which, so 129.066. Yeah, I've got a little way to go to get up there, haven't I? So we need to find out what's going to help us here. So I'm going to turn off that traction control to see if I can actually find a way forwards with that. And I don't know about any of the help aids. Hey Max, welcome to the channel. Hope you're well. We will see if turning off the traction does anything for us. And I've no idea what to price or how to price those mugs or what price point to put them in. We'll just have to see what the best way to market is and how that works out. I'm quite concerned about them getting to the destination in one piece, and I know I can't use things like every to deliver them because they won't. You can't deliver pottery through places like that, so I'm just wondering if the best avenue is somewhere, you know, that deals with streamers, YouTubers in a more effective manner. Well, I'll just tell you this, the car is so much more positive with traction control off. That's a massive change. I know I'm nowhere near the Ghost, but I'm just trying to get the reassurance of the grip going into the corner. Hey Craigo, how you doing, buddy? Any constructive criticism on the chat is perfectly well accepted. So I've added the chat to the stream again, having lost it back when the internet changed. And I'm absolutely fabulous, sir. It's been a hot day, I've enjoyed it. I've been messing with the rig. The rig has moved in the house again. I've changed it. I've taken it all apart and rebuilt it again. My left shoulder is killing me because I've been lifting it all. I've built a new camera gantry on the front of the rig with some more alley extrusion, and that came yesterday, so the camera mount is much better on the front of the rig now. Ooh, yay. So I can focus and zoom the camera much better on my feet, and hopefully you can see that better. And it gives you a more assured view. Yeah, took it all apart. Ah! And when I say I took it all apart, the rig, made out of aluminium, is actually extremely heavy. So once you get the full leather or pleather race seat on it, and then the keyboard mount and the mouse mount and the gear lever mount and 4 monitors, and then the up and over bits, you've got the lighting stands that go on the back. There's some kit and there's some wiring, so all the wiring started to get a little bit, of course, all over the place, like it's going to. People's pet hate on the internet is untidy cabling. So I've managed to get some cable tidy stuff, and I've been wrapping all the cables up, but I took it all off today. Decided I was going to turn it through 45 degrees, the rig itself, so I had to take all the monitors off, had to take all the extra pieces off to make it movable so I could move it. And then I actually decided to realign all the monitors and agreed with the missus that I can spend another 150 quid on monitor diffusers, which didn't go down well, but when she understood, when I was showing her what I was doing, she was like, oh, you've got to have that really. So power of persuasion works every time, so we'll be ordering that off the old Amazon very soon. I missed that Apex, didn't I? Yeah, yeah, you can. I've got everything here now. I've got a keyboard tray and I've got a mouse tray, so everything's in unison and perfectly at hand. I messed that up. I don't like trackpads, you know, like on a laptop. They're horrible things. They take extra taps. I don't like the gesture thing, and I really don't need the inaccuracy of them when I'm doing stuff here. They need to be quite accurate. I don't need to miss things out. Right, I'm struggling to get this car slowed down with no traction, which is a frustration. So I'm going to focus on slowing down more before corners to see if I can get the car in and out of the corners a little better. It spins up a fair bit, doesn't it? I need to just be a bit more deliberate. There we go. Slid it out wide. Yeah, there's some time here. There definitely is. I just need to finesse this up a little bit. Just won't stop. I turned in too early, narrowing the approach. Too an acute an angle. And this is the bit you need to get better to start to really get into these faster times. I can feel the front end of the car really good when I hit the right braking point. There's a few cars, you know, out the GR1s. There's a few cars I can't get down to 700 pp at all. I think it might be one of the Audis that I can only get down to 730 pp with wet tyres on. Some of them won't go down to 700. And if they do go down to 700, they're absolute dogs. They're slow because they've just got no power and too much weight. They're being forced to carry too much weight to get down to the target weight of 700 pp. I say target weight, the target benchmark of pp. There we go. That's not against the Ghost though that time, that's against my previous fastest lap. Let's see if this goes well though. Just got to slow down that little bit earlier, got to get into the brakes. Allow the car to slow down and then get on the gas earlier with no traction. I've already asked that question, Poet. I think it's a sunset, but I don't know the geography of the area. I don't know where the track points to. If we knew where the track was pointing, we could work out whether that was a first thing JB says to me is a tip. I'm going to ignore him for now. He doesn't even say hello, he just comes in and straight in with a tip. Hiya, JB. He doesn't realise we're just relearning to drive the car, does he? So he says leave it in fourth coming up there. I need to change the braking point for that. We're relearning to drive the car, that's what we're doing. Well, I'm still over a second off my time with I can't remember what your time was, JB. Good result though, to get to where you're satisfied in 3 laps. That's tip top. Yeah, gold, yeah. I've just hit that one. I've just straddled that one, which was happy-go-lucky. Gonna need about 10 laps, I think, to get used to this. I feel like I'm just thrashing laps at the minute, but it might look like I'm just thrashing laps, but I'm really trying to get to grips with no traction. That double shifted, I didn't want that. 4th gear felt good round there though that time. It's something we need to get stuck into, 4th gear there. 4th gear here works as well, doesn't it? We worked that out. Thank you, Poet. That 4th gear was probably too early there. Yeah, we just need to fathom this. Just need to work out what the deal is. We caught up a little bit. Much faster through there. There's mug edition number 2. Ride the sausage. Straddle the sausage. Whichever version of that. Need a little logo for straddle the sausage. Need to come up with something for that. An emote. I went to 5th again, but that was a... what would you call it? That was a muscle memory thing. Helen Mirren. Gonna leave that for Big Papa's mug. So we're still going to be half a second off our fastest lap. Why isn't there a second ghost? Why isn't the second ghost there? Leave it in fourth, he says. Tried to carry fourth gear there, like I'm going to try here. Just losing a 10th, carrying fourth. Hey Olive, welcome to the channel. Probably need to leave it in fourth round there as well. Get the grind out of the corner. Not in red tonight. I've been in plenty of red, I must admit. Checking third really is quicker for me there. That's going to be a new one. That's a 28. It's not, you little scrope. No, I'm not in red tonight, my friend. It is too hot for that stuff. All of my red t-shirts that I normally wear underneath it have gone in the wash today, so we've got a red wash load. They're all drying. All the red stuff, yeah. We went back to the trusty Subaru. Had to feel I need a bit of Subaru cleansing because of driving the Mitsubishi yesterday, which we managed to win that race in. I know young Brenton missed the end of there. Yeah, my t-shirt, I got you. Brenton missed the end of the human comedy race, but come on, Widow, this is a 28. Come on, boy. It would be if you didn't go red. Well, the merch is on the way, and I really appreciate some people have just churned the channel that haven't seen the new merch, but merch? It's not merch yet, it's test merch, trial merch. Gifts for the... Thank you, Poet. I do need to do shirts, but then it's... If I'm thinking about merch when I've only got 3,000 members and 3,000 subscribers and members, getting a bit above my station, I think, at the minute. So I'm only thinking about merch for creating things for the Le Mans event, really. And mugs are easy because you don't have to size them, do you? But if we don't make a racing polo shirt, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? One size fits all, doing like a stretch. Doing it like a lycra top. One size. Back in the blue again. I need that fifth gear coming at the hill. It's much quicker. I read it again. I'm so much quicker through there that I'm just beating myself through it. Come on, we'll get that 28 very soon. Come on, Widow. We've only done 30 laps. Get a 28. I need to get back into the Le Mans videos, need to get this series not rushed, but we need to get it complete so we can then focus on getting the good stuff done for Le Mans. That was quicker through there. We just glanced the side of that curb. Don't you go sliding back down the time chart, you nomp. Come on. Donut. Come on. There it is. There's the 28. Wow, it took us 14 laps with no traction control to get into the 28s. This is definitely a third gear corner for me. This one works in fourth. This one works in fourth too. Lost too much time there. We'll leave it in fourth just for JB. We're just losing time all the way up the hill otherwise. Time was lost much earlier in the lap, wasn't it? We're not going to be able to make those gains there. Can't hammer it in fourth here. There we go. I think you're the only one that noticed, Poet. They're not impressed. They're not impressed at all. Such a hard racing audience to conquer, isn't it? They've become their own little racers themselves. So, oh, jeez. So they have their own high standards to meet. Right, let's just save that replay there and then see why I've got not got 2 ghosts. Let's find out. So we're 2,384th. Interesting. We're just into the top 10. Yeah, JB was just behind us, wasn't he, when... Happy days. You see a 128.5. I'm just about to give myself the goal of a 127. I'd like to do a 127, and I think there's the opportunity to do it. Why is there only 1 ghost then? If I've got... Well, maybe I have to load one, don't I? I have to load one. And then... Evening, Tom. Welcome. Now, you see, I don't think this is an easy one. It took me a dozen or so laps to get the gold. But the difficulty with this one is to tune yourself to a different type of car. This car, front wheel drive, it's quite light, it's quite nippy. Thank you, Poet. Appreciate it. So it's quite light, it's quite nippy. It's different. And I think that's what makes it a little bit more difficult than the usual one. It's... What I'm hoping to do in a minute is see if we're going to be able to just turn on a help aid to see if we can get anything from that help, like ASM or counter steer. Now, some people will say they're not going to help you because it's a front wheel drive car, why would you need it? But we're going to see if they lend anything. And by lend anything, I mean see if they stabilise the front of the car a little bit and maybe give us a bit more out the corners. Now I noticed it didn't load my ghosts, so I think I've got to quit out and get my ghost back on, haven't I? Yeah, TC1, you've got to turn it off, I'm afraid. TC1 is slowing you down. I hate to say it, I'm a big TC1 aficionado. Welcome, Big Popper. CSA helped you. Okay. While I go and fix the ghost. 58, still learning. Happy days. For those of you that didn't see them, or did you see them because you were quietly lurking in the background? I have received the first of the Widdowmaker mugs today, and people on the channel have already seen it. So I thought, for those that haven't seen it, I thought I'd show it again. They are only test mugs. They're only ones as trials. So if they don't appeal to people and they don't look very good, I want them solid red or black, depending on which way we go. So Widdowmaker mug will be a prize for the Le Mans raffle draw. So get your donations of $5 in or more and you'll get an entry free into the raffle. I did think about getting the heat sensitive mug that was black, and then when you put coffee in it or a hot drink it then made it go a different colour, but let's start out small, shall we? So there's a black one as well, but it's a white background and I wasn't really impressed with the white background. And I know JB will understand the meaning of the C in the handle. So there you go. There's two mugs. One of one in the colours. So they are the first ones. got to be worth at least 300 quid each. At least. So when it comes down to 50 years' time, when people say, oh, do you remember the Widdowmaker? I've got his first mug. I like the red inside the mug, but I wanted the whole mug red, which was a shame. But they are just tests, so let me just come out of there all the way and let's go back in and load the ghost up and do the thing. And then we're going to try and get a 127 is where we're aiming. That's where we want to try. We're on rented car as well, aren't we? It's probably time to change to the Widdowmaker Special. As you can see, new GT Amiga logo, produced affectionately by JB. Thank you very much, JB. He did change the wheels, but we can put them back to standard if we need to. Let's get to the track. But yeah, if we can get a red one. I should have put my face up. Nobody would buy one. It's got my helmet on instead. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. It's not my helmet, is it? There we go. Fastest time ghost. Then we'll have a second ghost, won't we, when we go. So, what did I do? I've just chosen my own car. Traction control should be off. Let's look. Assist, traction control off. ABS is on weak. Everything else is on. Big Papa did say counter steer did help him. So we'll probably come back to that in a little while. But let's see. Let's see if we can... I've just all of a sudden encountered sound lag. That's really weird. I didn't have that 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm just gonna... That might be for a future thinking. Like Scampy's just said, we could do with some polo shirts. I unfortunately not in a position to do shirts. Not without like a pre-order and sizing. I can't put a bundle together to order enough shirts to cope with sizes and etc. I don't think there's enough demand at the moment. As I said, Smell cam is vivid today. Not sure I follow. Or is that the you're saying my stinky feet, my little tootsie stinkies? Yeah, well, there's feet cam. Yes. It's because I've as I was telling people, I've done some big mods on the rig today, and I've actually managed to set up a camera gantry above my feet now instead of using a tripod. So I've got an adjustable gantry that I can move about, and the camera's much more stable and easier to move, and it's just much better suited to the process, and it's a little bit more zoomed in as well, which is probably better because you can't see all the glary lights. Again. I'm not selling my socks. Oh, just hit that apex a bit hard. I do need to think about... it's too early for merch. I'm too small. I'm not a big enough YouTuber to carry merch. It's just going to bankrupt me before I get anywhere. But is it one of those where you've just got to go in for a penny, in for a pound, dig it, do it, and just get into it? Employ your wife as the packer for the merch. She can quit her day job. It'll all start from there. Don't know. When's the best time to start doing merch? When people are asking for it? I guess. Let's see how it goes over the next 8 weeks. Let's see if there is something there. It's too early, I know it is. As the fella said a couple of months ago, you're not the guy. Well, we'll see if we can make myself the guy, but we'll do it one step at a time. I'm gonna get some socks. See if I can do something with that kind of thing. I'm actually a bit of a sock wearer. It wasn't long ago I used to wear 3 pairs of socks at the same time. I now only wear 2 pairs of socks at the same time in all temperatures. I can't wear just 1 pair of socks. It doesn't feel right. I feel naked with 1 pair of socks on. No rush. I lost all that time there. Race, that's what I think she means. That's what I genuinely think the process is. Snow removal for 30 years. Holy chipotle, that was deep. I just let off the brake too early there going into the corkscrew. Lost a lot of speed coming down the other side. Part-time job as a nurse. Holy hell, multi-talented. Shovels snow for 30 years and then has a caring bedside manner. That's fantastic. Oh, overstepped the mark there. That was a shame. I've tried third gear off the top a number of times and it just seems to spin up. Doesn't seem to want to grip as we're coming down the hill, so I might stick to second gear just for now. No, it's amazing to hear what you folks do. I mean, I sit here behind the screen thrashing away, probably talking about myself far too much and not really paying attention to who you are, what you do, but you know, it's one of those. It's great to hear about other people's lives and what they do and how they do it, and thank you for sharing. It's appreciated. It's not all about me for once, which is good. It's what the community thing's about, and I think there's a number of you out there that's what you like. Get to know each other, race together, live together, that kind of thing. To a degree, if you see what I mean. Diving off the top in second does help the car, I think. That didn't help. Has anybody worked out yet from a geographical point of view which way this track faces? Is it sunrise or sunset? I think you do more than a little, Big Popper. I think you're quite into it, my friend, and it's very commendable. Whoa, back end's gone. Oh, I have my skills. Itchy leg. That wasn't any quicker, was it? We're thrashing laps here. Gonna go and put the counter steer on, I think, in a moment. See if we'll gain anything with that. We actually went blue. Da da dee da da da. Da da dee da 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 da. And we lost it because we didn't change down. Didn't get the right line into the corner there. Yeah. Let's see if we can just do one more lap and see if we can connect up and dip further into the 28s, because I want that 27. That's where I've set my target. That's where I've set my stall out for. And I do appreciate there might be some of you quiet in the background because you are actually running laps and you're trying to improve your time as well, so do go on and enjoy it. Go and get that time. Oh, I've just blown that. I was 0.2 up as well. Ah, that's a shame. Let's see if we can actually do that. Coming out of there with a 28.7. Counter steers are very, very good. No, you're not a player. But I used counter steer the other night in the league race because it just checked. Oh, Big Popper's done it. The front stretch directly before the tight left-hander is due south. The front stretch. So, is this the front stretch? No, the front stretch, is that going to be the one underneath the bridge? No. I don't know. This is the starting straight. I'm well slow there. I was going too slow. There aren't many left-handers, is there? So this is the next bit here. This is going to be the front stretch, I think. Here, that's due south. It's going to be a sunset then because the sun is setting to the right. So we're at a sunset scenario. (10-4), got you, understood. So it's exactly like that up there. Okay, so that means this is an evening event. Sunsets in the west, absolutely. You worked it out as I was thinking it. Well done. Fourth gear's the wrong gear, but we realised that. So it's a sunset, that bad boy. Red sky at night. Shepherd's delight. I don't know whether that's a euphemism for something, or whether it means because it's going to be like a cloudy evening, it's going to be not particularly rainy, it's going to be protected, it's not going to be big and starry, shiny moon. The shepherd's going to get a moderately good night's sleep because he's not going to have to chafe after his sheep or anything. They're not going to get hassled by the wolves or predators. No idea. I think you might be right, Big Popper. I don't know if they align them north and south. I guess they will do with the weather map, won't they? So you know whether the rain's coming from. Is it on the weather map, the compass? I don't know, I've never really looked. Just talking to myself in my brain there. Oh, this should be a good one. He says to himself. So that's getting the ghost closer. Oh, you're going in for the time trial, Mr. Adrian. You have a go. Yes, welcome. Good evening, sir. It is time. Ghost's close. Look, it's just got the run on him there. Look, down the hill. I do enjoy watching the ghosts when they're really close to just see who's actually faster and see if I can pick and choose where the line is and how I manage to sort it out. So a 1:28.909 is my optimal now. Nowhere near where I want it. I want a second off that time. So just lost a little bit there. Lost a tenth. Ooh, twitchy back endage. Again, I'm cutting in too early to that apex. I've got to. That's the one corner I always remember as the one that I used to hate from iRacing. It's the one that everybody dive bombs. I was ahead of the ghost there as well, wasn't I? Look. Red was ahead of grey. .881 it's down to. Trying. All of us are trying. Tenth down. Yeah, that's where I'm going now. So I had a lap with ASM, didn't cross the line because it's against my religion, think it's slightly quicker. That's where I was going. I was just on the verge of being able to beat that time, but look, a 1:28.881 fastest lap of the day, which, if optimal, isn't so bad. But I do want to knock a whole... I didn't improve lap time, did I there? No. No, I didn't. So I do want to just go and put ASM on and see if that does anything for me. It's a bit warm though. Thirsty. Oh my, didn't cross the line. Let's put them on. It's Sunday. Yeah, it's a religious day, isn't it? Settings. Ghost. We'll load that fastest ghost. I'm just going to ask a question again that I've already asked earlier. Is everybody happy with the chat where it is? Does the chat work for people there, or does it need to move? Settings, assists, ASM. We're going to try that first before counter steer. We'll see where that goes. So what's ASM going to do for me? I anticipate ASM's going to stop the car kind of being a little bit tricky under acceleration, because it does tend to want to slide away, but I'm hoping it's going to also control the car a bit. Oh, it does. It makes it turn. Let's see if it holds the line well in the lower gear. Yeah, people have been asking to be able to see the chat in from YouTube and Twitch on the same thing, and they're watching it on the screen. But what I've been able to do is I've been able to put the chat from YouTube and from Twitch into each of the channels. So you'll see the chat in each of the channels, and that's why I'm asking about the chat on screen. Do people need the chat on the screen, or is it okay where it is restreamed into the chat windows? But if nobody wants the chat on the screen and you can see the chat in your chat window thing, I'm cool with that. Or do I just move it to the other side of the screen so it's out of the way? I don't know. Great feedback, JB. That's exactly what I was asking for. Do I need to rev it out more? That's another question that's just hit my brain. Slowed down just a little bit too much there. I actually stabbed the brakes for a second time just to give myself some confidence and reassurance I was doing the right thing, and it was too much. Oh! Slug. Steering wheel's gone. My wheel's cut out. And wheel came back. Yeah, wheel cut out, but then came back again. That's what it did the other night, obviously, at Atlanta, when I went off the corner to the left hand side before the start finish. The wheel just bugged out for a second and just went off. It's not even hot. That's the thing. It's got a cooler blowing directly on it, through it, past me, but it could be the wheel that's hot, you know. And I still haven't installed the I'm just feeling the wheel unit just to see if that's hot. Could be a thing. It could be. Get used to it after a while. I've now got chat in 3 places, so I try and give myself the best chance of seeing the chat scroll at any time. When the chat scrolls, and that's the trigger to read. So when I see it move, I know it's done out the corner of my eye, and I need to turn my attention to it. No. It's a perfectly good. It's a perfectly good suggestion, Scamps. And I wasn't trying to answer in a choppy way. I was just trying to say, yeah, I've thought about temperature, but the unit's got so much cooling fins on it. It's a proper motor, isn't it? Motors do get hot, and I suppose that's part of the process. If you look at motor cases, industrial motor cases, they do have fins on. They're a heat sink, aren't they, the cases? And that they will generate heat because of their process. They're converting power into turning force. Could be. It could be that. It could be that, but that's down to them to fix. But I must admit, there is another driver that I still haven't installed yet. I'm a bit loath to try it, you know. It's kind of at a stable point, and it has a little bug out every so often, but I don't want to put another patch into it without some confirmation that it's going to fix anything. I'm going to wait for the next update, I think, before I put on another thing that could just cause more nightmares for me anyway, or sleepless nights. We just lost a bit of time there. We gained it right in that very last sector, didn't we? Then we just slid outside, but we're still half a second off where we need to be. I wonder if counter steer is going to work better for me rather than the ASM. I wonder if counter steer. It's keeping the car checked. It's definitely allowing me to drive out of the corner more directly, but it's not really giving me pace throughout the lap, is it? It's not driving it for me, put it that way. It's still very much a driving test. I'm going to just move back over to the right hand side of this chair. I seem to be leaning to the left to cope with all the left hand turns. We got the drive to cut in there, didn't we, and get us back from red to blue. Oh yes, there was some seconds there. Well, tenths anyway. This will be a 19.2. There it is, almost a 3, but we were right with the 2. We did some significant laps in the Superbird round here the other week, didn't we? Sam gave us a challenge to see if we could win a race with a standard car. And I actually really enjoyed that little test. It was a great little weekly race, that one. Starting to feel it, you know. Just got to brake earlier here. Lost a little bit of time through there. We ran a little bit too wide. Oh, I lost it all in that final turn, didn't I? In rear-wheel drive cars, counter-steer is really, really good. I'm not sure how it can help a front-wheel drive car, but I've got to go and find out. I've got to just see this out a little bit. This ASM is doing something. The stability factor of it is really helping through the apex and into the apex and out of the apex. So let's just say really helping through the corner, maybe. Ahmed. It is helping tremendously, actually, but we haven't actually been able to demonstrate it. We've not actually... red. We've not actually beaten our time with it, which is a shame. Set myself ambition for a 27, which would put me top of my friends list, but I can feel it. I can feel there's time there, but I just can't work my way to it. I get myself to here and then lose the time because of that change up to third. That would have been a good lap, look. Wouldn't have been better, but it would have been good. Let's see what we can do again. Come on. Let's push on. Come on, Widow. Demonstrate that you've got it. Come on. We're still just inside the top 10, I think. I think we might be outside the top 10 if people are thrashing some laps. Well, I'm ahead of my ghost going up the hill, so I've got what it takes to do it. I took 2/10 out that time there. Nearly took 3/10 out coming round to that corner. Was carrying so much more speed when I got there. Come on, Widow, you know you can do it. Show him in the next lap. Won't do it that way. He turned into the corner far too early. Right, I'm going to have a little stop there. I'm going to change to counter steer to see if there's anything in counter steer, and then see if we can change back to no assists and see if I've learnt anything or gained anything from that eventuality. Just whilst I'm here as well, just whilst I'm going out, I'm just going to go down here. I know we don't need to change the oil, but I'm just doing it anyway. Are they the free replacement wheels then? JB didn't change the wheels. And they're all the same size. Nothing changes, do they? There's no wide wheel available, I don't think, is there? Sylvester power, absolutely. So we couldn't go 19s or 20s if we wanted to, but I think I like the sidewall. I'm just seeing if there's another width of wheel available. I don't think so, because it's a GR4 car. Sylvester power, absolutely. Yeah. I don't think there is another tyre or wheel size. It would be interesting to find one. Some of these wheels are hideous. They're the ones that are equipped. So we're not on standard wheel. Let's put the standard wheel back on. There we go. There's nothing else to add, is there? No. There might be. There might be. I don't know if there's any weight difference or anything, or whether the PP changes. I don't know. I just wanted to go back to standard to see what the deal was. Yeah. I bet. I honestly believe you. I do. Where were we going? We were going back. That's right. My left arm's still numb, which is a slug. We got a viewer on Twitch. Say hello. Who are you? Let me know. Hello. How are you? Was that a Queen song or was that Elton? I don't know who that was. Oh, it might be. It was ELO, wasn't it? ELO. Select from Garage. That one. That's the one. We're going to go ghost time. We didn't beat the time, did we? But we're going to put our ghost back on, even though we've lost our really fancy fast ghost. And then I'm going to go settings, assists. We're going to change out ASM for counter steer. See if that does anything. Don't know what it will do. We'll know at this point, won't we, if it counter steer's doing anything. Up to fourth very early, probably too early. Two goes at hitting that apex, not very good. You're still in third for the first right-hander. Is that after the hairpin, or are you talking about... No, it's left, isn't it? The first right-hander is that... Okay, corner 3. You're still in third, okay. Yeah, I've been trying to get fourth for the run out of there just to see if that's giving me anything. I think third gear's the right gear for the final corner. I'm just not sure. I've got this weird sound lag thing going on and it's doing me head in. I don't know when to change gear. I'm having to do it visually rather than by my ears. I might change headphones and see if that fixes anything. always, but be smooth. Be full Michael Jackson, smooth criminal. That's better. Couldn't change rear wing or anything, could we? Oh, I missed it. I'm going to change headphones. Because that's doing me head in. See if that is quieter to start with. I don't know why I get the sound lag. But the sound's so much better. Right, let's see how we go. I thought it was a Windows driver causing a problem, or you know, like Windows Spatial Sound causes quite a few problems with certain sound devices, but it could also be just lag through my capture device, I guess. Oh, I feel so much better with better sound. Sounds not quite as good, but I'll need to turn the audio up on my PC, but I don't know if we've got volume control here. Red flagged it there, didn't I? Ah! Annoyance. Come on, this time, next time. Just that one more lap, we'll get it. I've been chopping and changing sound sources. They're both doing the same problem. I've only got one running now. I checked that before I started the stream. I was doing the left-right thing on some buttons, and it was bing bong, so it was working perfectly fine. I've only got one sound source selected now, definitely. I know that. I can look above and see it, and I can see it's got a red cross against it. Maybe I have to turn that sound off totally. Maybe it's causing interference. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe. But every video device comes with a sound source, so every camera I've got connected has a sound source. Every screen capture I'm running has got a sound source. So say for example I'm capturing from the YouTube chat to be able to put the YouTube chat into the Twitch chat. That comes with a sound source from the video, so there's a lot happening with sound and vision. There's a David Bowie tune. It gets really quite confusing when you're dealing with it all, because you don't know which one's the right one sometimes. Oh, there was a good game. Right. Oh, it does. I should be much more on this now with the better sound. But I changed gear and it wouldn't change for half a second, a second. But it's only since I've reformatted the PC that I've had this problem, so I think there's a sound driver problem somewhere, but I don't know where the sound driver problem is. As I say, I don't know whether it's the capture card or whether it's because I've now got 10 monitors connected to this machine, maybe. And there's that many sound devices. There's 3 Philips monitors, there's 4 Chic monitors, there's a Samsung TV, There's just too many things, so I'm probably going to have to knock some stuff off. But I've got everything running through switches so that I can change screen from one machine to the next. So I can run the sim rig race truck, I can run the flight sim without having to change all the screens over and plug and unplug. And I've probably done too much with it. Donkey. Yeah. Right. So counter steer feels good, but it's no closer. What did we get? 29,725. That's miles off. So I'm going to go back to no assists. Oh. My shoulder is killing me. I'm going to try and turn myself from a chair a bit so I'm central. Looking for my clock. 10:30. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. Let's have a look and see. Let's see where other people have got to. See if there's been some moves and shakes and see if they've moved me out the top 10. It's got to have happened, hasn't it? No, I'm still in 9. Big Popper's still 861, so it's just a squidging in front of me, which isn't a problem. I thought it'd be there's some movers further up, but not this time. Assists. Take off that counter steer. That didn't seem to do anything for me. Back to ABS weak and traction control 0. One more little look. Yeah, we're still where we are. I'm within touching distance of some good times. Just bear with me. Volume controls. Volume control is there. I don't know whether it's PC control volume or what. Where's my mouse? There it is. That volume control there won't work. No. Oh, not to worry. We'll come back to that. Can I do it Windows key and bring that back round? No, not to worry. Keep going. Right, no assists now. Let's go back to where we were. We've had half an hour with some assists to see if they'd help. They felt really good, but they didn't deliver anything. Coast into the corner feels so rapid. So that's brake up to the corner, and then take your foot off and just let the car roll in. We had 2 or 3 stabs at that entry. That didn't really work. We lost a bit of time coming up the hill. That lower line round there really does work though. That's a great line. Well done, Ghost, for showing me that. Gonna brake before the 3. Back to 3rd. Get into it early, but we're a long way off. That's the fastest lap for a while. Fourth out of there didn't really work, did it? Fifth gear didn't work into that corner. I was so overconfident there. So overconfident. Should have stuck with that. Fifth gear felt right though. I had the power coming up the hill. Change into fifth and then the front end in grip and turn. So it's got to be fourth gear. Unless I can find a way to lift a little bit earlier and slam the sausage. Right, I've been quiet. Need to stop being quiet. I was focusing. I was actually thinking about plant pots. Third gear into here feels good. Third gear coming out of it feels okay if you don't hit the curb. Fourth gear into there kind of works, but third gear I think is where the money is. Fourth gear through here is absolutely spot on. Make some gains through there most of the time if we get the rest of that right. Got a break between the 2 and the 3 here in fourth gear. Get it into that corner, get it up the hill. That's good, that's good. We've gained through there, we got that right. Now it's fourth gear into here. You can't run out wide onto the green too much. As soon as your left hand wheels cross the white line, you're done and dusted. They're going to take that time away from you. Blown it, blown it, blown it, blown it, blown it, you slug. Was 2/10 up. So 292 maybe, yeah it is. We're 3/10 off where we need to be to start getting better. Yeah, we need to do better than that. Let's see if we can... I just turned in too early. Now I've got to drive up the hill with not enough boost. We're too late to get to the boost there, I think. We kept that in just. We're 10th down. Let's see if we can make that happen. Just keep this low line, which is really working for us. Well, look how far ahead of the ghost we were, and then we threw it. Oh, that would have been a 5 at least. Oh, disappointed with myself. I've just read it. I'm so angry now. Oh, don't like that. Oh, I wish I'd not seen that. Oh, that's a bump skin, that is. Right, I know I've got it now. I know I'm in there. We'll do this as a sighter and then we'll give it a real good go. It normally happens in the last 10 minutes of the stream though, doesn't it? Every time. Just do it one more time, one more lap, one more lap. That's the way it goes. Need a one more lap mug, don't we? Thinking about miniature plant pots, about that big. Map of the Nürburgring on the side. Picture of my winning time. Certificate-y thing. That'd be terrific. Plant pot corner highlighted on it. Low line here really works. Matched my fastest time. Absolutely spot on. How often do we do that? We've done that quite a few times now, haven't we? Not today, I mean in general over the course of the process. Not forgetting, folks, I've also got a brand new subscription to start, because I've got 4 weeks to get to level 12, I think, on that one, so that we can go online with it and race in a lobby. So that's got to start from tomorrow. I've got to personally start doing that. That might be the 6-hour stream next Saturday, actually. Is next Saturday the 25th? No, it isn't. So next Saturday, the 6-hour stream is starting Gran Turismo all over again with a new subscription, new account. And we will see how far we can get in 6 hours. Can we get to level 12? Collect to level 12. And then we'll have that second account set up, ready to go. Right. Let's concentrate. I want 28.5. That's what we're aiming for. That's where we're going. We want to be top 1,000 to start with. You can't hit that sausage. You hit that sausage, you're doomed. Ghosts are pretty good. The boost is in. Oh, that was blue vertical arrow. That was going upwards. I've blown it. I've just... That is so frustrating. I've got that corner right 20, 30 times. So frustrating. Read an interesting article on the corkscrew the other day. How many stories, equivalent stories, do you think it is? Sorry, JB. Yeah, plant pots. How many stories, as in on a block of flats, is the difference in height between the top of the corkscrew and the bottom of the corkscrew? How high do you think it is? No Googling. JB said 3. 3 stories. You'll be surprised. When you realise just how high that is. As I understand, I would have to quote the numbers that I remember in my head, but I believe it's something like 11 stories height difference. 145 feet between the top of the corkscrew and the bottom. Is what sticks in my head, which seems huge. Huge numbers. I'm just making the same errors every lap. Need to fix that. Come on, Widow. Getting boring in your old age. Come on. Normally Poet sticks with you through thick and thin, but even she's gone to sleep. Scampy's back from break. Hey GT Punks, you're stuck at 131. Turn traction control off if you've got it on. Ah, donk. Is that the total elevation change? Okay. I read those numbers and I was surprised when I read it. Right. I must have read it wrong. 11 stories high. It's like, whoa! That's a long way. You're falling out the sky at that point. Let's keep going. 59 feet tall, okay. So it's half the distance than I thought it was. You did Google it in the end. How many stories is 59 feet then? It's got to be like 4.5, 5 stories. Or is it 14 foot a story? Two-tenths down, come on. Let's get back up there, come on. I made the biggest gain, GT Punk, by turning traction control off. It made a massive difference. Then with traction control off, I was able to just find the car. Hits the corner much, much easier. The next thing is to coast into the corner. So do your braking that little bit early, then take your foot off the brake and allow the car to roll into it. And then try and apply the throttle just as you get into the apex. Just before the apex. Easy for me to say. I'm doing an appalling effort of trying to get my time improved. Let's see where we go. There's a lot of people, I've been told, a lot of people are saying this one's easy. I'm not entirely sure it is. Missed the apex there. I wanted to be in 4th gear. 2 stabs at that one. Going for that perfect lap again, and it's just not happening. Come on. There are, mate. There are. I'm far from being alien. Lost 2/10 coming up that hill. Let's see if we can use the low line to get us a better run into the final sector. Look how far my Ghost is. Ah, I've read it. Absolute nosy donkey brain. That was a 28.5 if ever I saw one, if my Ghost hadn't have overrun the other Ghost. Come on. Come on. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Your support's greatly appreciated. Thank you. We're still on, folks, for the subscription target of 4,000 by August. It's gone a bit slow over the between Easter and now, and it's probably because I've been, well, we haven't got the same sort of growth as we had at Christmas because I've been dropping off the streaming a bit, but video content's probably got a little bit less as well with doing all the rig stuff and the stuff for GT Amiga. We're halfway through the month and I haven't done my GT Amiga content yet this month, so again that's got to happen, but that'll be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. I'll be scrolling back through my my VODs for this week and seeing if I can find any good clips to submit. If I can get those done, there'll be some more prizes for the Le Mans event because they all whack up as credits. Oh, you missed out the double D, bud. It's always a double D for Widdowmaker. But Widdowmaker's got a long history. Not with me. Widdowmaker is the name. I've stole it. It's the various things, isn't it? AC Cobra is the Widdowmaker, the gun. Widdowmaker, the submarine, the U-571. It's Widdowmaker, the name has been banned on Facebook for just being called the Widdowmaker. So I've had terrible trouble with my Facebook page trying to get that registered and sorted. But it's thought to be a bit of a dark black name, Widdowmaker, but and I don't mean that in terms of colours, I mean as in the underhand side of things. Like the dark web kind of thing. Doesn't get particularly good vibes from places, but hey, we'll make that right. We'll pull it through. We'll get there through the right means. No, thank you, bud. We haven't made enough gain there to be able to attack into the final corner. Yes, we have. And we're quicker. Oh, yes. 956, that's an improvement. Happy days. That was a long hour, wasn't it? Still lots of time to make up. Took its time. That definitely gets us into the top 10. I'm also making more gains here, so let's see if I can not talk myself out of this one and get the hammer down. Come on. Here we go. Now I usually screw this left-hander here, so let's just make sure I get it right. A little bit of a lift, but we're good. Got to replicate what I did last lap. I know I'll be quick down the hill with the Ghost, so Let's see if I can make those gains again. Here's another good little gain. This will be a 128.7. There it is. Come on. Chasing Scampy down now. We're getting up the top half of the top 10 now. Of my friends list, not the world top 10. Not that good. It's all coming good. Once we've tried out those help aids, they've taught us a few things trying them. They've taught us a bit about car control. They've taught us about how to keep the car smooth, how to get that coast and roll to work well. Yeah, we're making gains again. Consistency's key. Get this low line to work. Come on, grip car. Oh, we lost a little bit there. Get the coast going. Come on. Oh, we're backwards and forwards. This will be close. No. Not this time round. We're still a little way off our personal target. Right, come on. Back into the blue bit. There we go. Oh, missed the apex. There was a really strange gear change that time. It sort of released and went on its own. Yeah, I agree. Being able to chase it up the hill. Oh, slowing the car down early enough is the trick. If you come into it hell for leather. Again, there's a low line I could further exploit there. I'm sure there is. And I could probably exploit that sausage that little bit more. Let's see what we can do here. Third gear through that final corner. Yeah, making that turn in. It's the braking point. Same until the last turn. Yeah, exactly. Getting that run out is... I'm stuck between second and third for that final corner. That's the coast and roll exploited there. Yep, that's what I'm trying to do. Difficult to read that whilst I'm doing, but oh, look at this, we're gaining again. We know we've got the time to make up. We know it's there. Don't go red, you slug. I used third gear to check the car then. Is this going to be the 5? It is. All the 5s. One for Neil. Happy days. Half a second to go. What's the optimal say? 28.457. Oh, that's. I've got a sweat on, folks. I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna have to stop, I'm afraid. I don't want to quit this ghost. These ghosts are working very well for me. Just gonna have a quick pause. Oh my! If I come out and check the leaderboard, 555. That's putting me into third. Good night, JB, as ever. Thank you, buddy. Have a good and have a great week. We'll see you soon. Getting sweaty is the problem, yeah. Running out of liquid. It's 11 PM. It's Sunday night. We are aiming to better. Trying to get somewhere near to the top of my personal leaderboard. The friends list. If we can get... Oh, missed that. If we can get a 127, we've got a chance. And then we're pushing Sam to push even better. Trying. Ooh, yeah. There's plenty of time there, but you're not going to do it in 10 minutes, I'm afraid. Well, I'm not. I'm not going to take 10 minutes to get that far. I know JB said he did his in 3 laps. That's talent for you. Natural talent. He's a professional driver, is our JB, so we know he's got the skills to make a race driver because he does it every week. But we aren't. We're just a fat, grey-haired old dude. I say fat and grey, yeah. Old. Not balding though, I've got that on my side. And I'm not ginger, which unfortunately for some. No, not Santa, no. I haven't got the white hair, just grey. It's just gone grey. If I was ginger, I'd be much more talented and probably more attractive. You know, but as it stands, I'm grey. Got to deal with that. I'm more Philip Schofield, which is a real sad thing nowadays. Right, this lap. Come on, kiddo. We've got the 5s for Neil. Scampy with his tongue out. You know what it's like. Oh, steering wheel went really light then as we cut into the corner. All my monitors are going off. 4-hour eco timing. It's not there. It's there. That one. That must have been the first monitor turned on. So this monitor's going to go off in a second. Oh, come on. We don't need this. There it goes. Now the top one's going to go off. And maybe the one in front of me. Don't compare myself to Schofield. No, I was just saying about the grey hair. Can't ever believe he turned down Holly Willoughby, but there we go. First corner, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong with... Well, I do know what I'm doing wrong with turn 1. I'm not committing to a gear. I think it's probably 3rd gear all the way round turn 1, to be honest. I haven't been and watched anybody's video yet, so... Come on, we've gone off the boil. We found half a second in the space of 3 laps. I'm looking for half a second again. Helen Mirren is the answer by one of our friends on here. I don't know what the thing about her is, to be honest. And I'm not being nasty about that. I know she's got a big smile. I know she's got the curves, but so many different opinions on turns and gears. Yeah. Oh, we blew that. I was trying to carry a bit more pace through there. It's not going to work. I think it's second gear in to slow the car down on turn 1. Then it's third gear coast through turn 1. And then get the car as straight as you can, early as you can, and bang it in third. That'll drive you out the corner at the right way. You'll rely on the boost. If you just change gear at the right time, you'll get the boost. There's only one atmosphere of boost in this case, 1 bar. But you need to get all of that engaged to get them front wheels spinning. We're faster through the start-finish line than the fastest Ghost was. Two tenths down. That's really tricky at the start to be 2 tenths. 3 tenths down. Holy chip. That's not good. Right, we've gone off the boil. We're going to go and... What was we? 128.457. 128.555. Scampy did say he could see it. Scampy did say he could see a 5. We're into the top 1,000. Happy days. So up to 4th. And I'm only just a tidge off 3rd. Yeah, wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. But we are half a second, 0.6 of a second away from where we want to be. Yeah. I think the biggest gain for me over the last couple of weeks is the coast into the corner. Slow down early. And I don't mean slow down early in terms of slow down and crawl around the corner. Slow down early to be able to get off the brakes, use the car's inertia and momentum to get it round the corner. So you're not spinning the wheels, spinning the tyres up so that you lose the grip. Love it, adventurer. That's brilliant. In this case, though, unfortunately, and I'll say this from the realistic point of view of GT7 has built-in traction control. Doesn't matter what you do, it's always there. But no, you're fine. I do like that expression. Get them wheels spinning, you'll be winning. Yeah, exactly. Except it does seem slow, but it is actually quicker. You're 100% right. So with this game, if you don't know already, if you've got 3 to 5 degrees of steering input, traction control will cut in. Whether it's on traction TC0 or not. You have to have the wheels straight, 3 to 5 degrees straight, for no traction control to be applied. The game applies a natural amount of traction control anyway. I don't know why, but it does. So the best way is to get your wheels as straight as possible, as early as possible, and get that power down. You'll get to the next corner much quicker, and in doing so, you'll just have to slow that down a bit earlier. That bit earlier. We got another half an hour at this, roughly. Top 5. It's not so bad. I think we need to be third gear around that corner. Oh, can't have this. There's one more monitor to go. It'll be the one in front of me that's about to go off in a minute. I need to turn those eco timers off, just like I need to update the drivers. There we go, coasting. We went to 4th early. Steering wheel's gone. Yeah, wheel's gone. Wheel's back. So we're not getting a disconnect, we're getting a power out now. So it's no longer disconnecting, it's just having a momentary loss of communication between the wheel and the base unit. Pedals are always working, but the wheel is just cutting out. Which is interesting. That tells me they've half fixed it. I haven't needed to reboot the wheel yet. Come on, Fanatec, get taken over by Corsair and let's get on with fixing these problems. Come on. Love your product, hate your problems. This is tremendous. Really enjoying this test. It's a great little one. And Big Papa did say that. He said it was right up my street and I'd enjoy it. And it has been fun. It has been. I don't think I'll return to it after tonight. I think this will be the one shot, as the great Eminem would say. Need some cash. Beautifully spelt. You're more than often right, Big Papa. I just don't give you that credit sometimes. I should do. I know you're a sensible chicken. I know you are. Well, I'm 10 seconds up on my prior lap, which is always good. Had a couple of stabs at that. Oh, we readied. We just almost got that spot on. Let's take this low line, see if it really works out quicker. Oh, yes it did. Beautiful when you get those last two corners right. It feels so good. Oh, I was wondering. If anybody doesn't know, there's a reason on the left hand side of the screen. There's a make-a-wish and a value of cash. We are, I'll do them a little bit of advertising because we're within half an hour of the end of the stream, and so, well, 45 minutes of the end of the stream. We, on the 15th and 16th of June, a select group of racers that are from the community are going to undergo and have a crack at the Le Mans 24 Hours in GT7. We'll use the facility that they provide us and go for the maximum amount of time in a online lobby race, 24 hours. We will attempt to recreate the race online. If anybody wants to join us, please drop me a message. We're going to accommodate as many people as we possibly can. At the moment we have 7 teams, looking for 8 more. So we have solos, we have 2 teams in the Netherlands. We currently are attempting to get 2 teams in the UK at my home, Widdowmaker Towers. We've got a couple of solo guys that are going to try it in the UK. We don't have any other teams in the UK, but at the minute there's the Dutch versus the British teams on the go. In the USA we've got at least 1 representative. That's right. And if you aren't able to join the race, if you aren't able to take part because of prior commitments or just the inability to do 24 hours on a computer game, because we all have lives and we understand that, But if you can just join us live on the channel, we will have approximately a 30-hour stream, which I'm going to attempt to commentate all the way through for the full details of the race. And I will attempt... well, I'll attempt to do so much more than that. I will make a damn good effort of having a good go at making it a thing. And with that being the case, one of my favourite phrases, we're going to be having a raffle draw that goes along with it. So the idea is that if you can help us by a donation to Make-A-Wish, just $5 will get you a raffle ticket entry into a draw for some of the amazing prizes we've got. And my sponsor GT Amiga, those people just above my head just there, have come forward with some prizes to give away. So it will be the big raffle. It will be for some GT Amiga gear, backpacks, seat, desk chair, etc. You just scored a new colour for the Super Bee. Happy days! I need to know more about your car collection, JB. Just how big is that shed? I take it the buildings in the game for the car storage, etc. at the maximum at level 50. They don't grow or change any sizes after level 50, do they? Collect to level 50. JB's got a beard. Did I say JB? I didn't mean to. It's supposed to be Big Popper. Did I say JB? Apologies. That was my brain switching off gear. It's tired. It's been hot today. Shouldn't make those kind of Freudian slips, should I? You'll find out I'm having an affair with him. All the sorts of things. Not good. Talking in my sleep. That's what half a second looks like. The difference between those two cars in front. Big Popper, I meant to say. Apologies. It's 3 times. I realise now I'm just not pressing the brake pedal hard enough. That's part of my problem. I need to lock the brakes up, or at least simulate locking the brakes up. That is the problem I've just discovered. I'm getting lazy in my old age. I need to hammer that brake pedal. Look at that. Since I've realised I've lost time. Can't get the car around the corner now, and there we go, red again. Oh, come on. It's as though my brake pedal has just suddenly gained an extra quarter of an inch of travel. Again, for those people that don't know, the Fanatec... getting old in your lazy age, yeah. So here's the thing, right? GT Amiga pedals. Fanatec version 3 inverted pedals. You can see them on the left hand side. That's that way. These are my pedals. There's my throttle. You can see it revving. There's my brake. You can see the brake going to the top. Yeah? Well, I've got this little... Let me just hit this button here. I'm going to come out here. Can I do it from in here? I can't do it in here. Anyway, let me explain. There's a little function called brake saturation within the Fanatec pedals, and you press the button until it stops. You press the pedal until it stops, and if that's not gone to the maximum, there's a little button where you tune it and twiddle it, and the brakes actually go to 100% on the point your foot is at the brake. And the brilliant thing about that is they never lock up, so you don't over brake. It's the maximum point of braking for the ultimate amount of braking force and power. So whereas on the G29 that I used to use, you were able to push through the braking point and lock your wheels up. On a Fanatec GT Extreme DD Plus, doesn't do that. So you should never be afraid of absolutely smashing the pedals, the brake pedals, in your Fanatec brakes. And at that point I did outbrake myself. But also, if you don't press the pedal hard enough, you're not going to brake enough. So it's a bit of a cheat, in my opinion. But it's a cheat that costs a fortune. However, I'm sure the Simicube pedals and Asus Tech actually have the same sort of function. But I know the Logitech G29, G27, G25, G923 don't have that. But it kind of is cheating, but it's exploitation of the principles of the game, isn't it? And if PlayStation have proved the wheel and how that function works, it can't be cheating because they've agreed to it. So we're having a mad half an hour at the minute where we're not able to get anywhere near our time, so let's see if we can put in a decent one. But I didn't know about that braking platform adjustment. I didn't know about that whilst I was purchasing. So then, having had a few chucking my toys out the pram moments with Sam telling me you should be doing this, you should be doing that, and my brain saying, I don't understand, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here, and Sam saying, do this, and me rejecting that information. It was only through application and trying stuff again and again and again did I realise that was actually what's happening. I didn't need to change down to third there. I should have kept it in fourth and just rolled the car through the corner, but I've lost my braking point for that corner again. What am I like? Come on. Low line, brake. Come on. Don't swing it wide. We swung it wide. Keep it in fourth. Let's hammer this corner. There we go. It's going to be close. This will be a 228.7. It's a 692. Very close. That's the closest I've been in 20 minutes. It still shows there's improvement to be had because we made a number of mistakes through there. That should have been a third gear corner. Come on. No, your thrustmaster won't have that option, I don't think. I don't know whether it is something that Palofina Digital have allowed because it's the specific wheel, and I'm kind of guessing that the world champs, when they take place, will all be using this wheel, and if they aren't, I want to know why. Right, let's see if I can. I'm going to start. We've got half an hour left. I'm going to start taking things to the extreme now. I'm going to try a couple of more things to see if I can get that last half second. Yeah, I do keep complaining about them. This dude. Got that line way too close, too tight. So just off. 30 minutes. Sore left elbow. It's this wheel, it's getting used to it. I'm gonna have to start pumping iron. Have to start lifting. I've got it on about the weakest setting as well because I find the wheel incredibly heavy. I like to be able to throw the wheel left to right like it's got power steering. I don't like driving a car that's like a dinosaur, like the Subaru. Subaru doesn't have the lightest of steering because of the size of its chuffing wheels. Ah! Now what I'm going to try and do for the next 30 minutes is teach myself to redrive the car again. But I'm going to attempt to put every sausage between my legs. Wheels. Wheels. I said legs, I meant wheels. Forgive me. So this one, for example, I don't want to hit it. I want to straddle the sausage. This one as well. Got to break the car down earlier. We're going to try and reduce the track length by about 30 meters. See if we can make it happen. Not that sausage. Might try that sausage. This sausage definitely. See if we can get the power down earlier. Try and get that one apexed. This one I don't think I want to split. This one we definitely want to split. And we hit it with the right tyre, so that one we can't count that one because we got red. This one we're going to split. This one we're going to split. And if we don't split that one, it's not going to be a problem. As long as we get the corner right. This one we want to split. So that's going to be the plan for the next 31 minutes. We're going to split as many sausages as we can. Hit many sausages, want to split them. blew that in the last 2 corners. The 2 corners I said that we would be fine if we don't hit right. I was 2/10 up. What an absolute nugget. While you appreciate I didn't actually split many of the sausages, I got much closer to splitting them than I have before. And it's tightened my line up. And it's made me slow to get into them sausages, to get back on the gas much quicker. And my ghost has changed to that faster time as well, which is tremendous. No, it hasn't. My ghost is still a 28.692, so well, that's a shame. I thought that would have improved. We got the gain as well. We just split that sausage too much. That low line is the one to hit. We've just blown that corner as well, haven't we? So the next lap's going to be red. Come on, Widow. You've got one more chance for glory this side of midnight. And we will not say one more lap. Not tonight. We need a one more lap mug, don't we? We do. We also need a one more lap emote. Only 6 people watching us now. They're the hardcore, the people that like to see it to the end because they know it happens in the last 10 minutes. I'm going to try and make that the case tonight. I'm going to try and make this. I want to try and find half a second. I have no idea where I'm going to get it. I do. I've just got to keep splitting these sausages. Not just clipping them. You can't clip the sausage, he'll throw you. Let's go. Just lost that there from a little bit of a lazy lift, which oh, and then a lazy lift again there. You just got the brake timing just wrong, both corners. And we hit the sausage because we didn't split it. Come on. Got the gear selection right. Oh, we just split that corner, didn't we? We just cut that apex just too tight. It just went red. Let's see if we can set this corner up then for a great run into the line. Let's see if we can get this right. We're on blue, which is good. Then it's not blue. Now it is. And we're going blue through the line. That's good. Had a micro lift halfway through that corner. Missed the apex. See if we can get back on the power. No, we've lost all that time coming up the hill. Can we save it? Unfortunately, yeah, the sausage is the key. If you can split them sausages and put them between... Ah! You saw what I did there. Let's do it again. So if you can get those sausages between your wheels, you're going to reduce the track length. And it's legal to do it. You don't have to stay inside the sausage. You can split the sausage. Put it between your wheels. Don't hit it with the outside tyre or the inside tyre because you'll unsettle the car or you'll get a red lap. But the key is actually to get them sausages between your front wheels. Brake too late just fractionally there. Lost all that time. Just unsettled the car enough to break the acceleration there. Hit that corner perfectly, back on the gas. Sorry. That's what I'm telling myself to do, to try to do, so that I do it. But it's I'm not being very successful at it. Lost loads of time there, overshot that corner. And I hit the sausage that time. What a twonk! I've got to keep saying split the sausage because it's the only thing that's making me do it. I'm afraid. Yes, you can, Olive. You can, I just can't get the turning correct. I've been trying to. I'm red lap, aren't I? Yeah, because I cut it so close to the end. I could split that one, I know I can. I just can't get the braking point right. It's all about relearning to drive the car. There you go. That's perfectly done on that corner. Just not accelerating enough to too slow in. But I got this corner perfect a minute ago. Gave me a massive run into this corner. Again, we're still trying to hit that perfect lap. Getting a good run up the hill. Time is on our side. Look at that. Oh, we're red as well, which is a frustration. And then we were going too fast, so we ran straight through the corner. Oh, all that gravel flying everywhere. Right, let's get it right this time. There's got to be a better word for it. No. I know, splitting the sausage. Straddle the sausage. Straddle the sausage. Straddle the curb? No, straddle the sausage is what we used to start with. They only come up with split the sausage this time. Straddle the sausage. Straddle. That's it. Straddle the sausage. Yeah. Ran too wide. Missed the apex. 20 minutes to go. Red lap. Left shoulder is hurting. Straddle the sausage. We'll say straddle the sausage. That's better. I'm not splitting the wheels. I am actually splitting the wheels of the sausage, yeah. Straddle the sausage. That's what we're going to try and do. Missed it again. We're going to get there. We want a 127 and we're going to do it. by straddling the sausage. But I need to be closer to my ghost to do it. Car flows beautifully through those corners when you just get that right line. This time, folks, this time. We're not going to go that far, scamps. Only if we touch down will we be riding the sausage. And I don't think the chassis is low enough for us to bottom out. Where are you taking this conversation? Oh. No. 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 No, people are leaving in their droves. Right, this time. 18 minutes remaining. A 1:27 is what we want. Yeah, I'd hum as well. Yeah, disapproving hum. Let's get this right this time. Come on. Got sweaty feet, got sweaty hands, got a sweaty nose. The Scampy wants me to grind on a sausage. I'm not doing it. Sausage curb. We're going to straddle the sausages. No, we're not. We're just going to try and run the perfect lap. And I'm out. Banter. Banter. There's nothing. Well. The worst thing I've no idea. I've no idea. This is what we do every week. It doesn't honestly get us. It does. Yeah, it's like this every week. I'd be lucky. Too small for a reaction channel to ever want to have anything to do with me. We operate for a niche cove, you know, a niche element of the audience. Get off the grass, you knob. It can be very punny, can't it? We do a lot of double entendres and suggestive material from absolutely nothing. We do seem to find humour in the slightest thing. Ah, what a 15 to go. I'm counting this bad boy down because I know it's there. It's just sat looking at me. I haven't been saying the phrase. I did do the Audi VGT. That was a tremendous car, Big Popper. Did you suggest it? It was tremendously good. I enjoyed that. I think it might have been your suggestion. It was it was really good. It got through that process really well. Well, this is good. We're losing time, but this is good. We're only losing time to the ghost. All of those red laps, look at them. Oh, we've gone well wide. Oh, we've gone red. We were 2 tenths up and we messed it up coming into the chicane. The corkscrew rather than the chicane, wasn't it? Come on, Widow. Perfection is 10 minutes away. Perfection is the next lap. Sausage. Yeah, let's do it. The usual deal is for people to be playing the game and listening to me. It sort of helps and encourages you along the way, I think. Sometimes it's my pain and suffering that encourages people to get better. Not much pain and suffering today, though. This has been a pleasure. This has been a real, genuine, good little test and trial, and I could go all night on this. Again, just got to be careful of how we phrase that. Left wheel locked up as I went over the ridge of the top of the corkscrew then. I was mighty uncomfortable as it went through there. I'm not going to do it this time. That was about the closest one, but we did mess up. Yeah, I think we generally try not to offend anybody, just calling people the odd different name or highlighting their, you know, incapabilities occasionally. It just makes things good. But I messed this lap up already. I've completely lost it. Yeah. 11 minutes to go. Come on, Widow. Let's get this revved up. What's the optimal? 128.209. Optimal 128.209. Come on. We know we've got this. We know we can do that. Yeah, we do that occasionally, but it's not meant with any malice. You know, it's all a little bit of fun. You know, it's easy targets, really. You know, easy target, you know. Tell you who we haven't seen in a while. And I need to see if he's still about. I haven't seen Ryan in a long time. But yesterday, driving through Dewsbury, I spotted a South Yorkshire water van. And in it was this beardy dude, and he waved at me really nicely. I was in the passenger seat of my missus's Merc AMG. And the guy in the driver's seat of the Yorkshire water van nodded and waved as though to say, "Thank you very much for not indicating. It really helped my day." And I think that might have been Ryan. I generally think it might have been. But I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks on the channel. I was just wondering if he's out and about and if he's alright. Or whether he's had a telling off for taking his PlayStation into work, maybe. I I haven't seen or heard from him in a couple of weeks. It's always a concern and a worry when you don't hear from people who are usually around. Broad shoulders, yeah, absolutely. Merc drop, yeah, that's my missus. Come up to a mini roundabout, she didn't actually know was quite there because I was navigating and didn't tell her it was a mini roundabout. I just said turn right. And, well, of course, it was my fault. Yeah. That's the way it is. Some things will never change. Missed the apex, missed it, blown it. Yeah, and then she went down an unkept road and smashed the sump off, almost. We've ripped the black plastic engine covers off the bottom of the Merc yesterday. She's not happy. Again, my fault. Navigating. It's a good job we didn't go my Mini. I'd have never got down that road. It was properly dodgy. What, Merc ladies? Not. My missus blatantly went through a red light, then blamed me for not telling her. I must admit, I used to drive through red lights all the time in London. I never see them. They'd be in the Soho lighting of all the other red lights, wouldn't they? I'd never see the red lights. Just disgusting. I mean, why would you have so many red lights either side of the road so that you can't make out what's a traffic light and what's a blooming please stop here and try our wares light? Why would you? It's ridiculous. Should be laws against it. I've blown that. Break. Right. 3 minutes, 7 minutes to go. 53. This lap. This is it. This one. We're absolutely hooning through the line that time. Absolutely hooning. Look how far hard we were. Front wheels just locked up there as we came out of there. They didn't lock up, they spun up. 2/10 down and I came through that line. The fastest I've ever come through there, 0.030 up. I was normally 0.7, 0.8. Come on, it's all on. I've been struggling with the braking point here as well for a little while. I think I've been braking way too early. Really been getting consecutive fast laps in to enable that super duper hot lap. But we've worked this theory out, haven't we? It's normally 10 shitty laps and then you get a good one. I remember the 86 laps we did at Goodwood to get gold. That was just to get gold back in the day. Now we're pushing for top of the friends list, which in itself is worlds apart from where we were. But we didn't really have the friends list that we have today. The friends list that we have today is full of talented, youthful. Was it 87? Sure it was 86, or is my memory failing me? Oh, donk. It might have been 87. I knew it was the 86th lap we got it. We got gold on 86, didn't we? Or was it the 87th? I don't know. I'm grey. I'm old. I can't remember. It was something like that. it was still one bloody long time to do that many laps. And we've done 30 laps this stint. I'm not pressing the brake all the way to the bottom, am I? That's my problem. Being lazy. All we're trying to do is scrub the speed off. We're not trying to stop the car. Here we go then, 4 minutes remaining. 2 more laps I would suggest, 3 more laps maybe. Just one more, he's going to not say. Just lost a huge tenth, not stopping the car. And there's the monitor about to go off, got to pause. Continue. We're going to save it for the final lap, aren't we? That's what we're going to do. We're going to thrash out these laps. 3.5 hours of thrashing out. And we're going to put it all together for that final showdown. Man against the clock. Not if we do that, we're not. Excuse me. Right then. This looks like the second to last lap. Or the white flag lap, one would call it. I want to come through this line with a blue number. I want it to be a decent blue number. Oh, it slid out from underneath me. What an absolute twallop. Oh, gutted. That was the start of it. That was the start of the good lap. Then it just slid away from that apex. I obviously didn't brake hard enough just to scrub that speed off. We saved it. But I don't think I'm within a cat's hell's chance of being able to rescue 3/10 from that point of the lap. I don't think so. It's 59. We've got one more lap in this. Definitely the one more. I don't know if we're going to get blue going through the line here. It's a good number again though. Come on, this time. We did that without using second gear. We had 2 stabs at the throttle pedal there, which wasn't good. The time was flashing at us, telling us we could do it if we wanted to. We're too far back here. Didn't get the traction through that corner. And that's where we're going to finish for the night, folks. We're not going to make it. We're not going to do it. But we've done a 128.555, which if we're asking my normal standards, I mean, we're not going to get anywhere near last week's 67th, are we? I think that's been still a great effort. It's still a learning curve. We are really only just there with this process, aren't we? We're only just there with these wheels, this new steering wheel, this new rig. We're only just there where we are. Have I saved that 555? We only got a 692 this time. Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's appreciated. Thank you. Oh, we got a 4-star ticket for tomorrow. How's that possible? It's 1 minute past. Ah, well, happy days. A 28209 optimal. That would have been where we wanted to be, wasn't it? Oh, gutted. So, I think that 128,555 was way before, was it? Yeah, we've been out and seen the 794, haven't we? Yeah, so there's no need to save that. Where did we get to? We got to 4th in the friends list, which is pretty good for me. We're not quite there. I did say I wouldn't come back and do this, but I'm tempted. I'm tempted to see what the next time trial is, and if it's not that good, or if it's not that fun, we could come back and play here. But I'm happy with that. I'm happy with where we are. That's pretty decent. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to call it there. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you taking the time out to join in and be part of the fun. And as always, folks, look after yourselves and take care, and we'll see you on the next one. All the best now. See you. All the best. Take care. As he goes to look for his off button and he can't find his off button. Oh, don't forget about Make-A-Wish. It's over there. Please. Happy days. Good night. Where's the off button? Stop streaming. There it is.